Goes smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Indianapolis.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Play action. Now it's Tua rolling to his left.
He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Tua.
And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 43. A good pickup there of 22.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. 1st down and a little extra for Mostert. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa out to his left.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Grant. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. 2 to throw again. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Sanders' kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's airing it out for Williams. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Tua sets up to pass it. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Well, this crowd does not like that call. Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help. And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. Second and 5 now. Tua, he'll swing this out to Mostert. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going? Tua now on 1st down. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Jalen Waddle
with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant. Hey, kill, hey, force, kill.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Colts, nothing.
Here we go again. Here we go again.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the turnover, it's Tua. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Quiddy Pay, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
49,
Another try after the first down sack. Tua. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Mackenzie Alexander with a pick.
And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 33.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
He's airing it out for Williams and unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Open man left side is the tight end long. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Tua. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. DeForest Buckner coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. And the pressure gets to him again. DeForest Buckner in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. This goes to Mack on the check down. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now the handoff comes to Gordon. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Wentz's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Let's get the ball. 29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Wentz going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Mike 29. Yeah. 29 is Mike. Mike 29. Watch
Now Wentz. This to the outside for Mack.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Again, it's Wentz.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And that's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. And now another one thrown incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
For the Colts field goal, a 43-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Here's second and 10.
Tua going to throw. He's got Fuller. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments taking place in both teams' locker rooms. We're closing in on the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back up to Indianapolis and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Grant. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First target, first catch at a 1st down. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 31, Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Play action, now it's Tua. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone, I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
No. Stand up in. Tighten up. Check. Right now, boy.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
29 is Mike 29. Here we go.
To throw is Wentz. Catch made here by Campbell. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
I'm coming after you. Mike 5. Check.
Wentz. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyrell Williams hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Well, Raheem Mostert, we know the story, from special teamer to postseason hero. All he needs is a little bit of space, CD, and he can do the rest.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates. They're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mike 29. Are you getting the headache? Are you getting the headache?
Wentz now on 1st down. Looking for Campbell downfield. Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off by Cornelder.
And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On play action,
Here's Tua. Steps up, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. And here he's got Grant. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
29 is the Mike 29.
Now a play fake. Wentz. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now is Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours, and they certainly weren't kidding.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second down, here's Mostert again. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Brandon Jones just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long.
29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Stop your whining.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And now here's another interception. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
108 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
At the 28-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they take a knee.
What we got?
And they will take a knee here. So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
49, 49, guys. Mike, 49. That's right, baby.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Miami. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Down the man inside, down the man. We're good, we're good.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were spurred on by